What would you think if God pulled back the curtain and he showed you exactly what he thought of you? When we see ourselves and our lives and work and our houses and our cars, we see undisciplined, rude, impatient, unorganized, always making messes, always saying things the wrong way, coming across not the way we want to, but we just say something, we react to something, and that's what we see of ourselves. But God does not see us like that at all. Life is messy, and it just never goes the way that we planned, and we take it upon ourselves to get discouraged and think, I mess up everything. My cat is sick. Yesterday, I came home from work and there was a big mess on my couch. I am intermittent fasting, so when you're intermittent fasting, your thoughts are always your next meal. And what time do I get to eat? Is it time yet? You watch the clock because you got to make it so many hours before you can eat. And yeah, so I was ready all the way home. I was thinking, I already had the meal relatively prepared. I just had to put it together, and that's what I was going to do when I got home. That was my evening. Go get this meal ready and then do some things around the house. Well, I come in and there's a big ucky mess on the couch. So my whole evening, the script for that evening got rewritten. And it happens in life. My retirement script, I thought, was written. I thought I knew what retirement was going to look like. I thought I knew the way it was going to go. My husband had already retired. I was getting ready to. And we just had a lot of goals and everything that we wanted to do. Just dreams, living life, living for what we'd worked for all this time. And then I lost him, so that entire script has been rewritten. He will not be in my retirement. And yeah, it's not what I had thought, what I wanted, but so what do you do when life does that to you? I personally have been getting very undisciplined with my writing and my intermittent fasting. I'm not doing near as well with that as I did in the beginning. I know what it takes to maintain a healthy weight that I have kind of decided for myself. I know what it takes to write 5 books this year. I already know. I don't have to read a book on how to be productive. And if you do this, you'll sell 1 million books this year and you'll write and whatever. I already know. I know what it's going to take. And I have just been very undisciplined with that lately. So I know I need to get back into that. I also believe, in the Bible it says every good and perfect gift is from above, from the Father who loves us. He has given us these good and perfect gifts. And I do not want to squander the gifts that He has given me. And we all have gifts. You might not think that, but we all do. You might be organized, patient, a really good mom, a really good dad. The young people at your church and in your community, they just come to you for advice or just to feel for them, just to understand them, just because a lot of people do not have that for young people at all. My husband told me years ago, he said, I was so good with kids. He said, because you remember what it was like to be a kid. And so many adults, we don't remember. We don't remember being young and silly and goofy and insecure and just not fitting in our own skin. So many people don't remember that. And so they're not great with kids, or they're not, and not just kids, but with other people, we just can't put ourselves in that situation. It's like, well, just get over it, you know. So, but you have gifts. We all do. And comment below of what your gifts are. I don't think it's a sin per se to squander a gift. I'm not even sure if you're in disobedience if you're squandering a gift. But I do think that you're not honoring the gift or the giver, the person that gave it to you. Have you ever given someone a gift and you picked it out just for them and you know them and you knew that they would love it? It was unique for that person. You just thought, oh, she's going to love this. She's going to get so much use out of it. And then you go over to her house and she hasn't even taken it out of the box, or it's under a stack of books somewhere on a shelf. Or if you give it to a kid, it's in their room and it's underneath a pile of dirty clothes and pizza boxes, and they have not honored the gift that you chose for them specifically. You didn't buy that gift for anybody else. You bought it for them. And they just squandered it. They're not using it. They're not taking advantage of it. They're not enjoying it. And they're not honoring the gift or the person that gave them the gift. And I kind of think that, well, I don't know if that's how God feels, but I don't want to squander the gifts that He has given me. And I've always said I want to use my writing gift to glorify Him, not to glorify myself, but just to honor Him with that gift. And lately, I've not been doing that. And sometimes it's not specifically because of something we've done. It's because of something that has happened. You know, like when I lost my husband. We all go through things that we are not personally responsible for. My kitty making her mess on the couch was nothing that I did that led to that. But I had to fix it. Yeah. And whenever we are faced with a challenge, that's when we need character. Character to get through whatever we got to get through. And I'm not saying you need character to clean up a mess on your couch from your cat. But dealing with whatever we're going through, big or small, we have to have the character to deal with that. And I believe that that's why, well, a lot of bad things happen to us and they develop our character. I heard a preacher the other day say in class, in school, when was your teacher quiet? When was the teacher silent? When was the teacher not saying anything? Typically, it was during a test. Because when the teacher's talking and instructing, it's noisy. They're talking the whole time. But once they get quiet, why? We are being tested. And that sometimes it feels that way with God. It seems like in the worst times, that's when He's the quietest. Well, typically, that's when we're being tested. And that's why when He's wanting to watch us grow and to see us grow and to develop our character. And it's not easy. I don't know about you. I don't know if you're where you want to be today, this moment, wherever you are. Yeah, I don't know if it's where you want to be. There could be like a relationship going on with a kid in the family, or a grown child, or at work, a supervisor, a boss. You might not be in the situation that you want to be in, and it might feel like God is nowhere around. And I go up and down on that. Last night, I've been to 2 funerals in the last 5 days, and those little cards you get that talk about, the person, and there's a scripture verse, and they were survived by, and birth, death, all that kind of stuff. There's little cards. I read the one because I got those from this funeral or these funerals, so I'm putting them away. I have a little thing in my room where I keep that stuff. And of course, I found the one from my husband. And, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I opened it up and read it, lost it. Just, And I wasn't thinking of being an encourager and being patient and being kind to other people and fulfilling my destiny for being on this planet and what was my purpose. And God loves me. He created me specifically for this moment in time. He put me here for this moment in time, and He has plans for me. I wasn't thinking of none of that. I was just bawling and thinking of the person that I lost. Henry David Thoreau has a quote that says, "Men were born to succeed, not fail." We have to believe that. We were put here to succeed at wherever we're put, whatever situation we're in. We were put here to succeed, not to fail. And that is it's hard to believe all the time, especially when things are not going right in life. But I'm still here, you're still here. Whatever challenges and difficulties that we are facing today, whatever test that we feel like we're being given right now, we're here for a reason. The Lord put us here at this point in time with the family that we were born into, with the kids that we have, with the job that we have. He knew it was all coming. And He put us here for a reason. Even when we don't feel like it, we have to believe I was born to succeed, not fail, whatever that is. Believe that today. I'm not always good at encouraging myself, but I want to encourage you today that the Lord created you uniquely by His design with your strengths, your talents, your gifts, your personality. He created you specifically because He loved you. And if you pull back the curtain, we would never get it. Our brains, we're just too small. We'll never be able to grasp that this side of heaven. But I just want to encourage you today that you are meant to succeed, not fail. Even if the cat makes a mess on the couch or something huge or cataclysmic, like you lose someone that you loved and you thought your whole future was wrapped up in that person. So it could be a little thing like the cat, or it could be a big, huge, life-altering thing. But be encouraged. You are loved. You're blessed, and you have gifts. Let's use them, not squander them, and be a blessing to others. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a blessed day.